Hey, this is something I've been thinking about for a little while, and this very much incorporates to how I want to live my life or the way I live my life. And I think for this topic today, I want to talk about good habits and bad habits and how the incorporation of what you do in your life like contributes to um the type of food that you want to eat. Now, I know that sounds crazy to say and like where did food come from, but um when you have a good, for instance, like me, I like to work out. So when you have a good diet and you go to the gym, you start to understand that the type of food that you put in your body uh, contributes to the type of feeling you have. So you just become a lot more, in other words, you just become a lot more sensitive to the type of things you put in your body because you start to feel more of what your body is performing at. Now, this is something that I've really started to really understand when it's good habits and bad habits. So everybody has their habits, whether it's good or bad is based off their perspective on their life and experiences and how that helped them either cope or overcome whatever they need to overcome. So a bad habit I could think of, right? And from my perspective, a bad habit, I always bring this topic up, but it's doom scrolling. Because in a sense, to me, um, doom scrolling kind of just shuts it. All right, doom scrolling, in my opinion, is bad because it shuts you away from things you should be doing or presently should be doing. But for another person's perspective, doom scrolling actually is a good habit because it helps them calm their brain down and you know what I'm saying, get some rest or sleep or just instead of just all these other thoughts going on in their head, they're able to you know what I'm saying, regulate those thoughts by doom scrolling, by blocking off those thoughts, by keeping their mind busy. So based off what I'm saying is good habits and bad habits, they're different from perspectives, but now we're gonna talk about me. From my personal own experience, the more good habits you have with yourself, whether it is um staying healthy, what you're eating, going to the gym, exercise, that is more what your body starts to crave instead of the junk. So like anytime, so if you're used to eating pizza every day, then your body is used to eating pizza. So naturally, you compared to a person who eats really healthy and eats pizza, that person who eats really healthy and eats pizza will naturally feel more bad because it's not something they're used to. So what I'm going with this good habit and bad habit thing is naturally the more good habits you have, the more the more good habits you have, the more out of place bad habits feel. And I feel like as I'm beginning to develop and go into my journey of just elevating myself and elevating my life, that I'm starting to really have a grasp on I cannot go back to the same way I always was, or like that comfortability thing where I was one way and I'm starting to break out of that way, and my brain is fighting me to go back to where what I was doing before. And I think it's just very important to understand that there is a distinction. Like when that brain is telling you, or when you're in a position where you want to do something that you know you're not supposed to do, that you are basically fighting that neurological pathway in your head that, oh, yeah, you're fighting with that neurological pathway in your head that that old you, you're fighting that old you. So the harder it is, the closer you are, you know what I'm saying? And it's always going to be hard. Like every day, I would say every day, it's a battle against you, against you. So in a real way, uh, just having that understanding that you're trying to be better for yourself, and obviously you're gonna feel sometimes like nobody's perfect, but just having that in your head, you begin to uplift yourself in a way because you understand that there are good habits that are gonna get you to where you need to be, and there are bad habits, aka the clothes that you need to remove. I'm saying, so in a way, this is just what I wanted to talk about. If you like this, like the video, and I'll catch y'all.